Innovative.
My shit shrivel up when they get cold, so keep, you know.
All right, that's enough.
Hey, Paul.
Pow.
That nigga, I tapped out on that. I was the one giving it. Nah, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
He said, pause on that too. You the one giving it. Shit.
Yeah. Trying to run it.
What the fuck you doing?
So you know how we usually do it. Ringers off.
Yeah, you know how we usually do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Montel Jordan in this bitch.
That nigga always wore a linen suit.
And I got tired of that goddamn shit.
Hold
joke
on.
about
Wait
that.
a minute. Wait a second. I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and we here with innovative comedy today, and I'm about to talk some shit and laugh with the homies. That's what we do
It's your
every
boy
week, right?
Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS, aka Z. That's what we learned last week. But yeah, you know, getting ready.
I fixed it.
Yeah, getting ready for like all this shit. About to go in, have some fun today.
And as always, I am that favorite comedian that you love to hate. Mr. I don't give a fuck your feelings. Mr. I'm light skinned as fuck, don't care. And we here.
Mr. Sunny Delight.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Told Tampico ass.
Oh, Chris Brown looking motherfucker. Man, you wanna come for me, man, we gonna have it out. Ah, man, we gonna have it
We
out.
got some guests in the house
Oh
today.
yeah, that's right. But anyways,
up?
I'm Foolish Dee, spelled with a PH and an underscore in the middle.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? It's Mon _ProHustle. You feel what I'm saying? Get at me on Instagram. You feel me? Process on all that. I ain't no damn comedian, but I do shoot jokes, and everybody know I get on your ass. Pause.
That sound like an intro.
Mac, and I think I just fucked up this blunt.
It's gonna still smoke. That's what happened. Y'all niggas be rolling pieces of teacher's chalk and shit. Nigga, I used to smoke regular blunts. Y'all niggas, these new niggas be rolling 19 grams.
That
in a
nigga-
wood.
hell
That shit
no.
look like leather that a nigga pulled out of
I'm
his
gonna feel
pocket.
like a brown paper bag.
Nigga pull a blunt out and get a trafficking
Got
charge.
a four loco. Nigga rolled a 4 loco bags.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nigga be like, sir, how much is this? It's just half a pound in here.
That's it.
Niggas be smoking that motherfucker for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
It's almost a roach, nigga.
My thing is this, like, how can y'all niggas talk about swishers and shit and y'all niggas still smoking natural tobacco leaves? It's the same shit.
Nah, I think it don't got the. Yeah, it's not the same.
And the way it's
It's like a
smoked.
different.
The
And
way
I
it's
just
smoked.
like
The way it
moved
hit your
up.
immune
No,
system.
because that
the
shit
whole
look like a
nine.
bat wing when you try to, like, unfold it.
It
and
tastes, but
shit.
when you smoke it, do like taste a lot different. Like it's a good taste to it. Yeah, yeah. It got all kind of other shit additives to the shit.
Right. But that shit is crazy, man.
The switcher will get your ass sick.
Nah, man. Well, then
Nose
shit,
be
you
stuffy.
better
Hey, that's
step
some
your
real
tolerance
shit,
up.
though. Nose
You
be
better
stuffy.
step your
Shit.
tolerance up
Real
because
shit. I just had to buy like some Swishers because they was out of Dutch's, Woods, and everything across the
Yeah, no
street.
choice.
And I bought a pair, and they was even out of the silver, the ones he be rolling, the silver Swishers.
Yeah.
I had to buy the regular all
the red
Swisher
ones?
sweets, like.
Yeah.
And I
Remember
rolled
the grape
one.
ones, bro?
It is like thicker. It burns hella fucking slow. I put that blunt out at least like 2 times. And you know how I smoke. And it was like the high is like a little heavier.
Right.
You
And
do
it
just be
feels
sitting there
a
like
little
it's
heavier,
not. It
yeah.
don't feel nasty, but it is a big difference. You be like, damn. Like then I
Doesn't
roll
feel
up.
natural.
So
Yeah, it's
is
just-
it really high? Like is that
It's
that
probably
really
just
what
the
it's called?
nicotine
You're not
or
really
whatever it
high
is.
at that point. It's something else.
But that's how I feel with the backwoods. That's why I don't like backwoods.
Nigga
'cause they hurt
smoking
my chest.
nicotine pipes.
Man, pretty much.
I'll take these big ass fucking leaves, the Fronto leaves.
Yeah, that's what I got to upgrade to. I just upgraded to the woods and all the
I
little.
don't like backwoods because if I'm paying, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I ain't-
If
I'll
I'm
do the
paying
cheap
$9,
woods.
$10,
Not backwoods,
and-
cheap
and-
woods.
And any of my backwoods come out with holes in them.
That's some bullshit.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was tripping off
I'm
with
gonna
$1.50 woods that had a couple holes in it.
I'm just
I was
saying, like,
what the
if I'm gonna
fuck?
pay that much for, you know what I'm saying, to roll my weed, it should come out correctly. I'm just saying.
Nah, fuck that. I buy backwoods. And I be
common
real
courtesy,
bougie.
you know what I mean?
If I see any light skin, brown
can't
skin,
do it.
thin backwoods in there, I'm giving them away.
Oh, so I got
Yeah.
I just
I
lit.
tried
can't
to
do
do
it.
them-
I can't do it, man.
I tried to
Like,
do them guava
swishers
leaves
is
and
where
them
it's at
motherfuckers
for
was
me.
drying me out.
Yeah, swishers is
Pause.
where it's at for me, bro. Like I can't fuck with rolling that special ed shit, man. I can't.
Yeah,
D, when was the first time you ever rolled a blunt?
And what kind of blunt was it?
Shit, man. That was,
Was
back
it a
when.
Philly chocolate Philly?
Nah, it was a Swisher. It was like fake shit. Back when I was 15. Nah, it wasn't no grapes.
You like
I
them
never
grapes,
fuck with
Mike.
grapes. I never fuck with
Back
grapes.
in the day, all motherfuckers was smoking was fucking grapes.
Yeah.
Nah, but
That's some
I
real
know
shit,
people
though.
that would get
That's
excited because they had some purple and they want to smoke the purple out of a grape swisher.
It was
Yeah,
like
I
the
couldn't.
thing.
I couldn't.
Yeah, that's some real. The chocolate, because I learned how to roll on the chocolate Phillies. And chocolate Phillies was fire with a lot of shit, so especially some real exclusive. Oh no, yeah, my uncle used to be like, he'd be like, nigga, you rolling these blunts? Nigga, you put some chocolate tie in there, you ain't gonna be able to smoke. Nigga, half of this motherfucker. Like, listen, he was like, you gonna hit that shit 3
They was
times.
hyping that shit up like it was the best shit ever.
Yeah, I can't even, man. But yeah, back, man, it was back in the early 90s.
What was your
like
first time
95.
rolling the blunt, Mike?
I was like 14, like 14, bro. And I swore I could do it. You feel me? So I went into my bathroom, like broke everything down, like didn't even know if, you know what I'm saying, I broke it down correctly. It was like still in big nugs and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Chunks
and then try to put it. And it was in a Swisher, a regular red pack Swisher. Tried to roll that shit. That shit ripped on me like twice. Threw that first one away. Then tried to roll the second one.
How the fuck you rip a Swisher?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You have to be real aggressive with it so it can rip.
He was mad.
Unless it was
mean?
stale.
Like,
unless it was stale.
Nah. I don't remember it being like nah. I think I fucked it up, bro. Yeah, I was just fucking up. And then on the second one, I rolled it, but it was so fucking like loose, bro. The weed was like falling out the ends and shit. And I hit it, like I lit the shit, hit it like 3-4 times, and I can't tell you how fucking high I did, bro.
Yeah, my shit, I'll say, I was smoking for a good 3 years before I rolled a blunt. Because I had the spot, and all the homies would come over with their weed.
Right.
And then, so I never really had to supply the weed. I never learned to roll, but I smoked like crazy.
Yeah, that's
so
smart.
I ended up moving up to Lancaster. Nigga ain't know, and my uncle's like, I just rolled joints, and I hated joints. So I literally had to, I was like, my cousin came from Compton, was like, nigga, you can't roll no more, because I would just fold them. And they'd be like flat, they'd be thick as fuck.
Yeah, flat on the ends.
They look like a stizzy pretty much.
That's
My blunts
crazy.
look like a motherfucking stizzy, just kind of thick. And my cousin came from Compton, was like, nigga, yeah, you can't roll, like, I'll roll up from now on. And then I kind of, after about a good few months, I started learning the roll and then how to like
The actual
fold.
tuck right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lock
First
in
tuck,
and,
yeah.
So, because I would just fold it all the way through and then just close that motherfucker.
It's smoke though.
My
I'ma tell you
first
that
one
first
ever,
smoke.
bruh. I bought a Black and Mild. I had somebody buy me a Black and Mild from the liquor store,
I've done that before.
and
Your ass crazy.
I fucking gutted a Black and Mild and broke all that shit down. I'm like, why is it an extra wrapper on the inside? Like, I didn't know none of this
Oh,
shit.
they, hey, yeah,
Did
they
you do it
do
with the
come
Swiss?
two,
Did you do it with the
Yeah.
Swisher splitter?
2-layer.
You did it
No,
with the
I
Swisher
had to do
splitter?
that shit with my hands.
remember the
Yeah.
Swisher splitter.
I did that. Yeah, they didn't have Swisher.
Yeah,
I was
this was
like, I
before
was
then.
13, bruh.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a minute.
This
ago,
is
bro.
probably, I don't know, maybe around the same time that we met, Mo. I came home from school one day and I had some weed. I had bought some weed from a nigga at school.
It's always somebody else.
Then y'all was smoking early. I smoked late.
Yeah?
I smoked till I was like, I kept telling myself, athletes don't do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, low
I
key,
got kicked
didn't
up. I
say
had
that.
the red shirt, and after that, I smoked with them. You feel what I'm saying? But my first time rolling was a switch. I rolled it pretty good. But my first time rolling the backwood, I fucked that up. I was in that bitch like this, like this. Hit that bitch 3 times and been there like, that bitch hit.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, because when I first started smoking weed, I was like 12.
Me too. I split that
I was
bitch
12
too.
years old when I
Like a
started smoking, but I started smoking with pipes, like
Y'all some
pipes
young
and bongs and
smoking
stuff. And then 15 is when I started fucking rolling.
First time I hit some
but
weed,
it
I
was
was
like
like
3
seven- I was
years.
like
I was
16,
smoking with
17.
pipes and shit.
So like
With my
sophomore,
cousin.
junior.
Sitting there, I can count on one hand how many times I smoked in a year when I was maybe like New Year's.
You know what's crazy,
Like
bro?
4th of July,
in high
my
school,
birthday,
like there used to
Christmas.
be like I want to say 30% smokers, 70% not, right?
Everybody, yeah.
And they're
Right.
like condemned.
Yeah,
smokers
you were
and
a
shit.
burnout. They call you a
Fast
burnout.
forward
all
like
that shit.
7
Oh,
to
I
10
never heard
years.
that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
That's what they call
Fast
you a
forward
burnout.
like 7 to 10 years, and it's probably brought 80 to 85% smokers. From that
Everybody.
same group,
Working
you know
in the
what I mean?
shop, I
Like,
used to see the
and
people
I say
people be the
90.
fuck out,
Motherfuckers
you know
in
what I
I
mean?
say
coming
90,
from work.
more like 90.
They be
Something
thinking
like
it's
that. It's a high
people in
number.
jeans and they be thinking it be hood niggas and gangbangers that just smoke weed. When I worked at the shop, the
The old ass
majority of the
ladies,
people
bro,
that
like-
spend
Fuck that.
spend $300-400
When I went to-
old white hair
When I went to
ladies,
college,
Golden Girl,
there was a
looking
lot of
bitches.
motherfuckers smoking weed in
Absolutely.
college. I mean, nerds,
'Cause they adults
squares,
now, they know what's
and it's
up.
like, man,
Hell,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
a lot of people smoking
said
in college,
nerds.
man. I used to post up in
Teachers.
colleges
It
and
helps,
sell
bro.
in
It
colleges,
fucking
man. That-
helps.
It started getting heavy. I
That's
say
the
I started
closest I
smoking
got
like
to
I
a
smoke
college
now, like
education.
22,
Yeah, I was
like
out there
21,
getting
22.
mine from the
So-
white boy.
It kind of
And then it just kept going
And I
from
think
there.
that's another reason a lot of people start early. I didn't start till I was damn near 20.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I
So,
fucking started and never fucking stopped.
same,
Yeah,
like,
never fucking
but it was
stopped.
like solid,
I
like
can't
how I
remember,
smoked like
like,
22,
yeah.
23.
I took breaks, but you know, I can't say that
I
I
only
ever
took breaks.
stopped.
So like, see,
When did you
had-
first start,
we didn't
though?
have shops though. We just had.
When did I start?
Yeah, we
I
didn't
started.
have
I had my
shops.
first taste of weed when I was 12.
Yeah, same
I
as me
smelled
too.
weed. Yeah, we all smelled it when we was
yeah.
young.
I'm like
Somebody-
36
and that's
now,
just
so
niggas
I was-
passing me the blunt. Like I didn't know how to roll it or nothing like that yet.
Exactly.
But
I'm
that
36,
Black and Mild
about to be
situation, that was when I was
37, so
14.
I've been doing this for like a cool minute.
I didn't know how to niggas could get
25
over on
years
me.
in
I didn't
this
know how
shit.
to buy weed.
Yeah, you didn't know who to ask?
I can be like, hey, if a nigga for a nickel bag of stress, if a nigga
Oh,
would have told me
yeah,
like
bro.
$20, I'd have been like, here,
A nickel
because I didn't
bag.
know shit about weed.
Nah, I was buying dimes of chronic, bro.
No, there was stress
That's when
out
my
at the
room-
time.
It was
Bro,
dimes of
stress
chronic
is
with
good.
the
I
orange
smoked
hairs and
smoked
shit on
stress
it.
for the first time when I
Stress
first
gave
started
me the
smoking
worst
and
headache I've
some
ever had in
AG.
my life.
The first
bro.
time I
My
ever
first time
smoked
smoking
chronic.
some Hydro Kush.
The first time I ever smoked
That's my
chronic.
first
And
flavor.
some Hindu Kush.
My
That was my
roommate-
first
hey,
shit.
Hindu was big.
My
right
roommate,
there.
my roommate's boyfriend came over. Me and this nigga playing Gran Turismo.
Oh, I remember.
And this
that
nigga
game.
roll a fat ass orange hair, nigga, and just hand it to me. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Nah, when
Nigga,
I
this
started,
motherfucker is like dangling. I'm hitting it, but I'm
Yeah, I'm
playing.
about to say,
Pause.
what the fuck
You know what I
talking
mean?
about?
The blunt
dangling?
is in. I'm
Pause.
playing a game, but you know when you playing a game,
He
especially
might as well
like a
say
race
Pause
car
the
dangling.
game.
Shit.
You know, but you know when you
Choice
playing
of
something like a
words.
race car game or something where you
Your
gotta like use a
articulation is
controller.
really
yeah, you were
So I'm
into
just
that
hitting this
shit.
motherfucker like nigga, and I'm like nigga. I swear I laid in bed. It's about 1 a.m. I leave them, and then I'll go in my room. I swear it sounded like an engine was running, like I could hear my brain. It just sounded like when you know when the refrigerator kicks on.
Yeah.
This nigga had a Smokey
That's
and
literally
Friday
what you
You can hear the
moment.
silence.
Hey,
You
you
can hear the
probably
silence.
freaked
I was
out.
laying
Yeah,
in
you
my
probably
room,
just freaked
and
out,
I didn't,
bro.
but I was just laying there. I
Yeah.
wasn't getting worried, but I was like, nigga, I can
hear something.
And it was like
Yeah.
it sounded like when the freezer
I
kicks
damn
on.
near
and
freaked
there's a-
out.
You probably were
Oh,
here in the
no, I
freezer.
said,
Didn't
yeah.
even know.
When I first started smoking, I didn't know nothing about stress until like 3 years after. 4 years after. Like I was like, my next door neighbor was selling nothing but like fire, like the shit we got now. He
Yeah,
had
that
back
premium.
then. Yeah, so I just go to that nigga house damn near like after school, go over to that
Nigga
nigga
just
house
dimed
and
out
just
his
sit in his
neighbor.
room.
This nigga
see,
just
look,
dimed out his
see,
own
look.
neighbor.
Well, I mean, I'm not in the
Nah,
same. I'm not in them
bro.
apartments. Neither one of us is in them apartments. We was there back when the game was there in the Sherwood apartments. So when I met the nigga, he was buying off of my neighbor. So yeah, I was in there. Go that way,
I
bro.
was in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was in it, and I mean, everybody knew me as Lil Homie, and I was always with that nigga smoking weed all the time, and that nigga never had no
You talking about when the
bullshit. Like,
Sherwoods was real
was
black.
really cracking. No,
Yeah,
when
it
it
was
was
really
cracking,
black.
like we had,
They gentrified
nigga,
it?
we had. Oh
They
hell
gentrified
yeah,
it?
oh man. When I first moved in there, it wasn't
yeah.
even called Sherwoods. It was called Small
Oh, that's
World.
really gentrified then. Yeah. When they
It was
changed the
Small
name,
World before
Yeah.
Sherwoods, and then they
changed the
changed it
name
to
of your
Sherwoods,
shit.
and then they had
They had the small world gangsters in there.
Oh my
For
god,
real?
nigga, it was lit. Damn near every day. It was like we had the police helicopters circling around
This was
over our
on,
shit.
Yeah, it was bad right there.
Okay. That's all as far
Even-
as I've
even
been in
right
Santa
there,
Fe
bro,
Springs,
like,
I didn't know
'cause-
that much about the areas.
Because even in
Especially
Bellflower,
with
like
black
all
people
fucking
out there.
Cornuda and shit, and eucalyptus, bro, like that back then, like that shit was bad, bro.
I used to always wonder,
fuck
like, is
that.
it like black people?
We
Where
used
they
to- we
at?
used to live in the
Like,
apartments right
I
there
never
on
like
fucking
see them
Cornuda.
out there. That's dope though.
They used to have that shit shut
we
down
running
left
shit
and
out
right.
there.
Talking about the 18th
Oh
streets.
man, they used to
Like,
go down.
like probably like, what, 90,
Come on.
yeah, like 95, 96, like around then.
Hey,
That shit was ugly as fuck.
so look, let's switch gears a little bit.
Definitely.
I definitely had this topic that I wanted us to talk about today. Definitely. This video I saw on Comedy Hype about Damon Wayans calling out Dave Chappelle for a versus battle.
what?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
Called out Dave Chappelle?
what do y'all
That's
think
like-
about that?
that's
Damon
like
Wayans
disrespectful,
and
bro.
Dave Chappelle.
that's like Sugar Ray Leonard right now coming out of retirement calling out Floyd.
Right? Yeah.
And it's like
yeah,
they
yeah.
both older cats. They both done put in
But that's a
major
whole
work.
different-
But
that's a
it's
whole
like this is a
different
new
level of- yeah.
animal.
Yeah,
that's-
bro.
Even
I
though
don't
he
care.
he gon' you might look good
Like, this
for
Dave
a
Chappelle,
second, but he
bro.
gonna hurt you.
This is
Like,
Dave
not hurt
Chappelle.
I mean, it
you,
depends on how y'all do it. It depends on how they line him up. If
right.
they line
Dave
him up with
Chappelle,
just
though,
no, wait.
Dave Chappelle has, bro.
No, take
his
it to-
fucking resume is stacked up to here. Like,
Yeah,
he
but
can
no,
come
but
back-
listen.
He can come back at any
If
moment,
they do-
drop a
if-
series,
hold on.
and that motherfucker
Damon
will
resume
go
pretty good,
crazy.
though,
If-
too.
But it's
no,
on
but this is
movies,
what
on
they.
film.
This is what I'm talking
He's just
about.
older, that's
If
it.
they
He's
trying to
just
set
older.
it up
No,
to
he got
where,
hits.
if they trying
He
to
got
set it up
hits.
to where
100%
it's gonna
he
be.
got hits.
Damn, not everybody
But-
can talk. Hold
but
on,
I
man.
don't think he
Shit.
touched- I don't think he touched it.
Hold on. All right, no, this is what I'm saying. It all depends on how they set that shit up. If they set it up to where they doing skit for skit, then I'd say maybe it'll be a good thing. But if they are like it'll be a good contest. But if they set it up to where it's just stand up comedy and they going joke for joke, yeah, Dave Chappelle gonna eat his
he'll
ass
kill
up.
him. He'll fucking kill
He
him.
gonna eat his ass
That's what I
up.
was- I don't
Pause.
see- I ain't
Pause.
seen Damon
But
do
yeah.
much stand-up
I'm just
before.
saying.
But if they go
If
skit
it's
for
off the-
skit,
if it's off the head, bro,
Damien
Dave
got it.
Chappelle-
Damien
Let's
got a
just say it
spiky
like
chance.
this.
He got a good
Damon
chance.
Wayans has a great master resume of writing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Of
absolutely.
writing, of sketches, shows, film, his stand-up.
So they need to battle sketches, is what you're saying. They need to just battle sketches.
None
this
of
is
us
what
in
I'm
this
saying.
room can literally quote a Damon Wayans stand-up joke right now.
Not at all.
Not at all.
But we can
Not even a Damon Wayans Saturday Night Live
But
joke.
we know all the Botox my balls.
We know the Dave Chappelle's.
We know I was in D.C. and it was a baby on the corner
see?
and I was in
Yeah.
a limo. And it was crazy. It's literally.
I'm selling dope, nigga.
Exactly.
It's literally too many.
Dave Chappelle.
Current in the last 20 years, this dude has been an active. And I've been at clubs in North Hollywood when I was starting. I'm still starting, but when I was really like doing open mics, and Damon would be in the main room doing his stand-ups, getting ready for his special, and me and dudes like D and other people are like in the open mic rooms. So I walked in and been sitting there, and his Damon Wayans Jr. sitting right there, and I'm like, nigga, we watching Damon. So it's not like niggas is hating on him because he's a great.
Yeah, he's great,
but
bro. 100%.
it's just a different animal that's a current. It's like it's an evolved animal fighting the
exactly,
Santa, but this one's evolved more.
All right, now let me get y'all
I
this.
agree.
One. Let's say this does happen, right? Let's say we setting it up. We the ones planning this. Now it got to be character, or skit for skit, right?
Skit for sure.
So let's put Damon's characters up against Dave Chappelle's.
Handyman.
You got no. You got my nigga Antoine.
Cool.
Against Tyrone Biggums.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Because that's pretty much what that is.
And then we'd have what's my blackness of my the Muslim nigga versus Clayton Bixby.
Right.
Yeah.
Like character for character.
That would be funny as fuck.
It would be funny.
That would be
not
the battle.
But you would also he would
win.
also have Jim Carrey's character and all them other characters that he wrote
Yeah,
for.
because he could bring
Dave
Jim
Chappelle.
Carrey.
Dave Chappelle did.
He
do
could
that.
bring
on the shows that he had.
We talking
if
about
we
them.
going skit for skit.
But
Now,
Like,
Damon got more
wrote
movies.
all that shit.
Damon got more movies,
But he
right?
had to-
But he wrote all
but
of
he had duo
In Living
sketches.
That's
Color.
cool.
He did the
But
Jim Carrey shit.
but for him to go out and do Homie the Clown,
But he has duo sketches
shit
also.
like that.
Like sketches with him and that he wrote, say with him and Jim Carrey playing Jimmy Swaggart and the Shady Preachers.
Definitely.
And so if it's a real versus, how a nigga can literally play a song that he's not on, but he wrote or either produced, and niggas be like, "Damn, that's you," and he be like, "Yeah, I engineered this."
But
shit."
Dave
So he should be
Chappelle
able to bring
can do the
Jim
same
Carrey,
thing.
and then that would make it
because
even better.
like R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Let's say it'd be a battle and
or
he could
Donnell
bring
Rawlings,
Charlie Murphy,
Ashley
all right?
Larry be
And
out
they
there
do the
shooting
Prince
dice.
shit. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yo, that would kill it,
Come on,
bro.
bro.
That would fucking
The
kill
Rick
it.
James, all of
Yeah,
that
all
shit.
that.
Ashley Larry, all them niggas be out there.
yeah.
That would be some funny shit.
But then Damon bring out all the Wayans.
bring
He
out-
bring out Jim Carrey.
What if you bring out David Allen Greer and they do Men at Work?
If you bring out Jim
They do
Carrey,
that
man, you
Men
bring
on
out Jim
film
Carrey,
right
everything
there.
changes,
Two
bro.
snaps
Just
and a
saying,
swirl.
like,
See, that would be a movie
They fuck around
in
and get
itself.
canceled in this, or they might get a promotion.
That'd be a
right
movie
now.
in itself. How can you get all the skits and jokes and stuff like that together in one night? You can't do it like rapping.
You can like that.
You can't
bro.
do it like rappers
Especially
doing
with
the
the Rona.
song.
That's the thing with comedians.
Not
like,
even with the run.
I'll say with
I'm just
comedians,
saying.
a lot of these niggas, it's like an arsenal. Like sometime
Yeah.
before a show, I'll be like, all right, I ain't did my Bobby joke in about a month. But my Bobby joke was like killing everywhere.
But you holding on to it.
Let me hear the Bobby joke.
It's it's about DMX, like how DMX is gone. And then I was like, R.I.P. DMX, but there's no reason DMX should be gone and Bobby Brown is still alive. And then he did the
I remember
verses.
that.
That,
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
killed everywhere
Yeah.
because I'm not saying it. It's funny, and I'm like, this nigga crushed the
That's
world
some real
on crack.
shit.
I was like, this
He
nigga
did.
literally.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, this
That's
nigga
some
was the
real
leader
shit.
of New
Get to it, bro.
Edition on crack. This nigga married Whitney Houston on crack. This nigga,
He's still on TV.
Whitney Houston, his kids, everybody was on crack.
He
This
outlived
nigga did a
everybody.
verses on crack. This nigga looked
dropped
better than
his
Keith
crack on
Sweat.
TV.
He was bigger and out of shape, but he was more mobile.
I can't believe that
he was
happened,
fucking it
like-
up. Like Keith Sweat was stiff as a motherfucker with the New Jack City outfit on. He still had the New Jack City outfit on.
Hey.
Look at it. He literally still had the outfit.
He the
had
same
on New Jack
outfit from
City.
New Jack
And he
City
was like-
when he was singing at the wedding.
and he was
Yeah,
still
that's what he told me. He
he
was
was
doing
still
that.
he was literally like, look at the verses. Bobby up there double stepping. Like, so I was like, the joke is just this nigga. Like, we need to find this nigga's dealer and just like you said,
picking up
just
on
say, but it's I
This
work it
nigga
really
said,
good. Man.
Hey, real
Jack
shit. I
City.
love when you can recycle a joke.
Yeah, exactly. And you can
Especially
add to it
when-
or pull parts out.
And especially when I started off, I had a coronavirus joke, and now that it's
Yeah,
like
all white
coming
one
back,
on.
like as a mutated virus, I can still tell that joke. I
Exactly.
can still reach back in my arsenal and be like, you know
And
what?
boom.
Let me hit them with this. This is a guaranteed
It's
laugh.
an amazing fucking like career, bro. To be a comic, bro. I've always always like looked at it like
that's
something
fun.
I would have loved to do, you know. But I'm
You could
not.
always
You know what I'm
still
saying?
do
I'm
it.
not a stand-up type of guy. No, I don't want to.
He
you know
said,
what
"I'm not a stand-up kind of guy."
I'm good, you know what I mean?
Hey, but
I'm okay.
same
It
shit people was
seemed-
telling me for years.
different.
Teachers
Yeah.
from school, even though I crack jokes in school, and the teacher would be like, instead of just kicking me out, she'd be like, "Yeah, you
No,
funny," or "You
but
should
at
do
the end of the
that."
day, though,
Like,
at the end of the day, y'all writers.
But I
you feel
wanted
me?
to-
It's
exactly,
not-
'cause I wrote
y'all
music.
comics, y'all
Write
writing. you feel me?
shit.
Like that's what
I
it is.
don't- well-
And that shit is hard, bro. Like that shit's not easy to do.
Hell
You know
no.
what I mean? Like
Sit
I,
down,
fucking hate
and me,
writing.
my mind works
and to make them
different.
land
I
and to
can't
make
sit in
make
front of a
everything
pad
land in the timing.
and
You
write.
know what I mean?
Like I
can.
have to think of shit, and then like I'll think of a topic and go on stage and kill for like 15
Right.
minutes,
So-
and I literally have nothing
Off the
wrote.
top, yeah.
That's what I'm-
but I know the
Yeah.
topic. And
So let me ask
you
you a
have to
question.
talk
What-
about
Which one
certain
would
shit.
you
Yeah, I
rather
do
do?
that.
Would you rather write or would you rather go?
I'd
up there
rather
and just,
freestyle.
But what it is, okay, it's because I look at it like if I got this topic,
Yeah.
and I know about it.
Right.
That's the difference.
It depends
it's like,
on the topic
it's not,
then.
yeah, exactly. It ain't
Okay.
like I could be like, shit, like something you know about,
Right,
or something,
right.
and I'd be like, you just tell me, give me a talk. Because some comedians do that at open
they're
mics,
able to-
and they tell the crowd, shoot me something. That works good sometimes, and I can like, because if you kind of
But if
well
the
versed
topic
in all
ain't
this
there,
shit, but it's
witty
just some
and shit.
weird, exactly.
Right.
So it's like how good you can work shit, but.
It's more like some
And
improv
sometimes
stuff,
it's
yeah.
somewhat, but if it is from your experiences with whatever that is,
Right.
the best jokes are usually the truth.
Right,
Or
absolutely.
your
the first,
truth.
or the first
Most
thought.
Like I've said it before on the show that I was like, it's comics that I've seen, and I don't like to judge people's shit, but they might not be too funny
Right.
all the
should just
time.
be a
But
little more
when they
honest,
tell
yeah.
their jokes about shit that really happened,
Right.
that shit really
shit
be
that
fun.
lands,
Everybody
yeah.
be laughing.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. It's their best, but when they try to like
I feel like
create
when y'all
shit out
touch
of nothing,
topics
it
like
don't
that,
work.
bro, y'all touch topics that nobody want to talk about. That's the shit that people laugh at.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I mean?
it's
it's
like-
like,
it's
if you
like-
can make it funny,
it's like-
you can really make it
And
relatable
because
or funny.
yeah.
Because, like I said, like I tell people, like I've been doing this for like a year. Like this is my second year, and I still have not wrote dick. Like
Yeah.
not before
And I
a
think
show.
I asked you this.
I write all
asked
my
you,
shit
how long do you
afterwards.
think you can
but-
go with the show like without writing? You know what I mean? A 30-minute show, 45.
Shit,
hour,
I
you
did.
know
I
what I'm
did 30. I did a 30-minute show with Cam. Just
Nothing.
busting like back
During the
back
quarantine.
during quarantine
Yeah.
when we was back recording in this garage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when we first started the network and trying to get things right. He was like, man, shit.
And you would
what
do
are you
that
gonna
same
do?
one on stage.
And I told him like straight up, like, no, I do it all everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I just go. But like, I'll pick a topic or like I'll get something like Tony Graham say. I'll pick something that I know something of.
Yeah.
Like,
Something
and I
you
try
know
to
you
make
can
it
talk
something
about.
personal.
Right.
And just find the
then
funny
just go.
parts in it.
Yeah. And just run with it.
So what
You
do
know
y'all think
I'm saying?
about DC Young Fly stand up when he on the 85 South show? Because he don't really
I
tell
watch-
jokes,
honestly,
but he bags on the crowd quite often, and then be his.
I haven't even watched enough of dude to even.
Yeah,
I know who he is.
He
and I
be
used to watch all
serving. He
his other
be
shit, but
serving
I've
the
literally-
crowd like DC.
There's a lot of
but he
dudes
don't-
I've never even sat down and watched
But
their
he
comedy
not
because I
like-
like know him from something else, and I
He
don't
not
want
like Carlos Miller
like
that
whatever.
could tell a joke. You
Yeah,
know,
that
Carlos
nigga
Miller
funny.
could tell
That
a
nigga
joke.
funny.
But DC, but
just going
that's
after the
that's where the
crowd.
combo. But DC be like, he about to say something, he be like, what the fuck? You know, just like how you doing a while ago.
Right,
What the
right.
fuck is wrong with her head? And
Because
but
that's his
but he be
go-to.
like,
All right.
Some niggas
I'm
get
a-
up there and they freeze up. Some
that's
certain
what they
shit
do,
happen,
yeah.
and it's like sometimes you get up there and shit. It's moments I've had comics tell me because I've been at the Comedy Store and I'll tell some dude like, man, I was gonna tell this joke and I have my shit. I just going that way. And I'll tell my, okay. I'll be like, nigga. Yeah, I'll be like, nigga. I'm trying to remember some shit, and I'll be like, maybe I shouldn't smoke before I go on stage. And then I've had a comic who's like, nigga, I've been doing this 20 years and I don't drink or smoke, and the same shit happens to me. You just get up there and get like blackout, like certain shit, not the whole shit, and you be like, fuck, what? Like I told 2 jokes, and now it's like you kind of like. And then you kind of like look to the crowd and you like, yeah, so, and that happened maybe when I started a few times and I'd be like, fuck, like, nigga, we, yeah, so, you trying to kind of go through all the jokes or the shit and you like, and then you start judging shit in your head like, damn, that wasn't funny last time I said it, but you're not doing it again, the repetition
if I
of
was
it
a
to get it
comedian,
better.
that's when I would have told her like after I said, man, fuck y'all, shit, y'all ain't laughing at my shit.
But that's what
All
happens.
right,
Hey, that
fuck
happens
it,
a
we going
lot.
on to the next motherfucking joke then.
That's what happens
Little
a lot,
stale
though.
motherfuckers. And the minute y'all start laughing, I'm gonna get on y'all ass.
See, and
Keep
the
that shit
way
up.
to try to turn it into a joke like that, but then there's some people that seriously get like mad. Like
yeah.
I've seen a
I've
gang
seen
of
that.
comics
Oh,
do that shit. And they be like,
there's
man,
some
fuck
shit on
y'all.
the-
That's
yeah.
funny, nigga.
D-Ray do that
You be
quite
like,
often.
No, there's some
You be
shit
like,
that
nigga,
was
they
floating,
be
that's
dead
floating around
serious.
on the internet that are not on
I think you showed
face
me
on
just one.
Instagram.
Yeah,
The
you
nigga
showed
that
me
socked
one.
him?
No,
So
this
he
dude got
came
up and
the
slapped the
shit out of
shit
him.
out,
Oh,
slapped
yeah.
the shit out of a comedian where the
Yeah.
comedian fell. He
But he was
disappeared.
asking
So what
for
you
it.
gonna
That
do?
was
You
Tony
ain't
Graham.
gonna do shit.
Yeah, he was asking
Nigga,
for
you
it,
ain't gonna
bro.
do
Like,
shit.
he
You
was
a
talking to
pussy.
a whole nother man like that. Come on, bro. Like,
Hey,
you-
I hit Tony Grams that
The
next
nigga
day.
was
I was
like
like, hey,
6'7".
Tony, why you do that to a nigga? He had to explain why it wasn't him. I was
I
like,
had
nah,
like 5
nigga.
people tag me in that shit. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that was you, bro. Why you do that? Like, I was like, nigga. And then, the girl, the dude that did
Hell
the
no,
side,
that when you-
she
that
was
nigga
supposed
was
to be here
light
today.
skinned with a bald
Yeah.
head.
No, he had a little flat top.
Flat top?
He had a little flat.
I don't know.
flat
Man,
top.
you
What the
can't
fuck
tell.
over
He
there?
had a hat on.
I'm
He
just-
was just like the
Ah,
same
yeah,
complexion,
like-
had a beard and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, yeah,
And
right.
all
He
you
on the
see in the
show, we gonna
video,
get to the bottom of
no,
this
but
shit.
all you see in the video
She
is
was
dude
supposed to be
get
here
up,
today.
lean over to old girl
And just-
today, and like, no, he whispers something to her like, I'm gonna
I'm
go
about to
slap
fuck
the
this
fuck
nigga.
out
Right,
this
yeah.
nigga. And so he get up calm as shit, take like 2 steps, and don't even raise his hand. He just like get up in the dude's face, and then you just see like his whole body go
He just
down like
slumped
this.
So how would y'all feel if
And
a
at
nigga
the
was
same
doing
time, the
trying to do
comedian
y'all
went
like
flew off.
How would y'all feel if a nigga tried to come on stage doing y'all like
Nigga,
that?
I used to box before
Yeah,
this, so,
I'm
so
like-
you run up with that attitude, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And then that's the thing.
Period, point blank.
Most niggas ain't gonna run up on the stage because if you being funny, they ain't gonna be sick.
Nah, hell no. I'm coming
So
to
that
the
nigga
show
wasn't
and I'm
like-
gonna
that
get
nigga
somebody
wasn't
to go. I'm
being
gonna
funny.
Yeah,
He
he
was just
wasn't.
being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't,
niggas
I don't try to
slapped
make that. And
slap the fuck up.
no, but for that same reason, I don't try to make that the pinnacle or the
The
pin.
go-to.
The
like,
go-to,
just to fuck with the crowd or
Yeah,
some shit. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Tell your fucking jokes, nigga. That's it.
No, not only that, but like if you if somebody stand up or walking around like I did at your show and shit, yeah, I'm gonna say something, and then if I see you laugh, I'm gonna say something like just say 1 or 2 jokes, and then
Right.
if you're gonna choose to stand or walk off, that's on you. I'm not gonna make the whole show about the
Right.
crowd.
Yeah.
I can't
Or that one person.
Yeah, not anybody. Like
Right,
not
right.
unless you trying to heckle me. If you trying to heckle me, then fuck
it's
it, let's go.
different.
Yeah, I done shut-
Let's go.
the way
Like,
I shut hecklers down-
I welcome him.
I'm about to, I'm about to come in there and
Let's
buddy
go.
love your ass. Then.
How do
Fuck it.
you
I'm gonna
buddy
go
love?
buddy love.
Come
you.
on.
Fuck it.
Come on, I got 2
Wait.
shows on Sunday. Come holla at me.
How do you distinguish the difference? Is if somebody
When the person keeps doing, when they
Yeah.
keep going, it's like it's a way you
They
can.
just
It's
don't
a
know when to
people-
stop,
You can be
yeah.
interactive. You can be like not too interactive, but it's like certain shit that where somebody might say something and they just fall back. But then there's certain people that's like they trying to like every comic they trying to. But what about like nigga? Shut up, nigga. Like because as a crowd member, that shit bothers me. Even when I ain't even on the show
Hey,
or I ain't
and-
went up yet. I'm looking at niggas like. Trying to have full conversations with the comedian,
Trying to take over the show
So
kinda,
like
yeah.
usually when I've had a dude do that, and I'll be like, nigga, this ain't a TED talk, and and everybody else start laughing, and he'd be like, oh, all right, and he just fall back,
No,
and then that's it. Like,
I had a show actually on last Mother's Day, where some drunk dude off to the side was talking through at least like the 2 comedians that was before me, talking through their bit the whole time, just
It's
being
always
loud.
a drunk person, huh?
Yeah,
It's always
some
somebody
drunk
who's-
motherfucker.
yeah, it's
So
usually a drunk
as soon
motherfucker.
as I went up, he was still kind of like having something to say. So as soon as I went up, I just made it about him real quick. Just turned to him and just like had a joke about, I don't know what I said something about like, you know how you get a heckler to shut up, and it was a couple people said what. I said, you hand him a Coke and you smile and tell him to shut the fuck up. And I kind of looked at him, and everybody laughed, and we made eye contact, and I just waited a minute, and then he didn't say nothing else. So then I went on with the rest of the show. Like, all right, now I can continue. And he didn't say nothing for the rest of my shit. Nothing, like had nothing to say.
because he
You
felt
got
the
to get him
spotlight on
early,
him.
I guess.
Yeah, I had
got
to
the
give him that
spotlight
shine real quick. Like, all right, if you gonna talk to all these other people,
Pretty
so
sure a lot of people
I'm
freeze
ready
up
for
too.
you.
So
when
what
it's
if he
like
would have
that.
got on stage and tried to battle you joke for joke? What you
Yeah.
gonna do?
I'm
you
not
do
gonna
it?
let him. What?
Buddy love.
Come
what you
on,
gonna
let's
do?
go. Let's go. I love the competition. Like I'm not gonna say
See,
I'm
now
the
you
best
gonna have all
comedian
type
in the
of
world,
people
but I mean,
fucking coming to
shit.
your show.
All right.
Just
I
to do
mean,
this
I
shit.
welcome that shit.
Yeah.
But
Just
think
come
about
for
this,
this,
right?
man.
Think about this. This is like, all right, if niggas is hooping, right? I'm
Right.
gonna relate this to sports. So you go to the park, and everybody got their games going on, shit like that. You got somebody that come and they trying to muscle you for the court. You got your time because you waited for next. You feel me? Just like everybody else would do. You picking up the next game. Now somebody coming in, they trying to step on your toes. Like, nah, we about to play right now. You can stay over there. You feel me?
Right.
So in a
Fuck you for the
situation like
court,
that, that's
right.
what it is. In the same situation, it's like it's somebody in the crowd that's trying to do the same thing that you're
Exactly.
doing.
Yeah.
They have the same opportunity. It's an open mic. They could have signed up.
Definitely.
You feel me? Whatever it is, it's you know, you got a lineup. You could have got on this card too, but it's like obviously you ain't doing something that you supposed
It was
to be
a host
doing.
Of an open mic used to do that to people. Like if you in a crowd heckling, he'll be like, yo, like he'll like tell the comedian something. He'll be like, hey, like either respect the comic or you can get up here, or I'ma just do when I go up, I'ma just do like 20 minutes on you.
So that's what
And
I
they
mean
be
as
like-
far as the hecklers. You feel me? It's like they out here doing this shit, but they had the same opportunity to get
And
up
they
on the
just
stage
don't.
and do the same shit, and they chose
But
not
that's
to.
like
lot
with
of
most.
times
That's
they
like
was
with
drunk.
most
Point of
things,
heckling.
bro. That's
A lot
like
of
with
times
most
they was
things. You know what I mean? Like
I got a
critics.
video. I got a recording of a
Most
heckler.
critics.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Actually,
saying, yeah.
That's why they're a
At an
critic.
open mic, I got
They
a
coulda
recording
got-
of a nigga getting like he was from Miami, and that's I only know that because he just started. I'm from Miami,
all
and
right.
he's in the back. I was like, nobody fucking asked, and I just happened to be recording my set, like just to.
Yeah.
And he just kept. So he was like, yeah, bro. He said some weird shit at one point, like, yeah, because I'm single. And I'm like, nigga, I didn't ask. I didn't give a fuck
right.
about your
That's what I said. I
relationship
don't-
status, nigga. And it
Right,
was,
right.
But the way I was like, a nigga like me would never ask a nigga like you, are you single?
That's
like,
why I
nigga,
don't
it's just
understand. That's why I
everybody
asked her
was
that
rolling.
because I wouldn't have never. If I was a comedian, I'd be saying some crazy shit sometimes to people. Because if he'd say I'm from Miami, I would have hit that nigga with the all about the marriage. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Fuck Miami. Fucking Miamians.
Man.
I said a little.
6'4"
I said a
fucking
little shit.
five.
You're right.
No,
Right, fucking
but like you
Tesco.
said, but like what Cam,
Fuck Miami.
like what Cam said earlier, like when he was relating it to sports, like, you know, it's all a part of the game. You get hecklers every once in a while, or sometimes you're gonna have a good set, or sometimes you're gonna put up a bad set. Like it's all a part of the comedy game.
Hey, what's your worst like bad one, bro? Like that you just fucked up. Like I know you get asked this probably all
Shit,
the time.
I think that was like it was one of Warren's shows, and like that shit was maybe like the first year I started doing
just
comedy,
bombed or what?
and I had been doing good.
Yeah.
Up because I didn't start with open mics. I got I just hooked up with Warren, and he was putting me on stage with like big name people,
Right,
so
right.
I was like.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
able to kind of
Hit the floor running shit.
and like so I had to come. So I remember about maybe 5-6 months that went by from the time I started, and it was one of those shows that I went up, and it was like the crowd was more younger. They were like younger black people, like early 20s. So I guess I think I just had jokes about like my grandma and like certain little shit that I like real shit that I had wrote my security joke, which was like kind of funny at the time, and now it's like that was one of my best ones. So I'm like, and I'm like, ha, and it's like. It was a couple chuckles, but it was like crickets. And I was like, I swear that was the only time I felt like, damn, should I be doing that? I'll actually reconsider, should I? But the only thing that made me not snap out of that, that was a Tuesday night show because he used to do jokes and smokes. That was like, so he'd do jokes and notes like a Thursday and jokes and smokes on a Tuesday. So I did that Tuesday. All week I done hit an open mic. Friday night, I go to the Sycamore Tavern where I met Warren, and they had an open mic on off of Sunset La Brea. Go to that shit, and I'm waiting, and they finally throw me up, and I do like the same, and it was rare that an open mic be like full, like a full, like it was a lot, the whole shit was full that night. I went up, did the exact same set, motherfuckers was dying, and I was even like doing it, like holding the mic, like it was like when you in it, sometimes shit happens when you in it. And it's like you're just a passenger, and shit is like it's already
working.
happened.
It's
It's like
working,
you just replaying of something that's already
That's dope
recorded.
as fuck,
And
though.
I was literally, I can remember like looking like niggas is like hitting their tables, like nigga, like and I'm like, and this was the same set. This is Friday and Tuesday. I was just reconsidering maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Just after that was the first and the only kind of. That was the
yeah.
worst like shot thing, and we've all
now
had
you
moments where
realize, like,
jokes
yeah.
don't work like where they usually do, or they don't work as hard as they. Nigga, this shit get a rolling laugh, and then they get like, they get a little
A rolling laugh.
Yeah, that happens
real
like
shit.
that happens like time to time. So that's
Hey,
just
y'all need a
comes with
dictionary for all the comedic terms.
shit. Yeah, like
real.
the whole
For people
room
who
is
are-
like rumbling.
You need
off.
it's
I
like
had a-
etiquette towards this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like you really have to. It's a lifestyle, and that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Shit's a
That's why I
career,
say,
bro. Like-
as far as these hecklers and motherfuckers like that, I feel like you can't be that type of person. You know, like somebody got the courage up here to want to make you laugh. Now, if they don't make you laugh, yeah, you could like not laugh and
But
shit
you don't
like
have to
that.
be disrespectful.
But the
But, it's like,
that's
why,
the
but why
Yeah.
come to a comedy show that not laugh?
Right.
At
Like
least
that's
give it
why
a
I be
chance.
dying at shows
Like,
even
give it a
now.
chance.
But
because
the
I'm
only
like,
time you
I had
wouldn't
two-
laugh is if the joke wasn't funny
Yeah.
to them. So now you got to think about, all right, look at my audience.
Yeah.
I'm telling this joke to
Man,
this
some
group
of
of
them
people.
motherfuckers be drunk though, and in
Yeah.
their feelings.
No, but I've had
But
two
every
bad
joke
shows.
ain't funny to
Fucking
everybody.
joke, bro.
Hey, but
That's
I've
all.
had
You got to
two,
look at the room of
I've
people
had
you
two
in.
bad shows, and my
That shit
worst
makes a
one that I've had, it was bad because like I couldn't see the audience, I couldn't see
Oh,
nobody,
what?
so everything that I was
The lighting
shooting
and
off
shit
in
was
there,
fucked up, or
like
what?
the lighting was all on me, and it's like a black room, black walls all the way around, so
fuck.
you don't see nothing
Hey,
past
how-
like
how
a foot
come-
off the thing, off the thing,
How
and
is
that
it
was
when
the
you don't
worst.
see the audience though? Like
Like
That
it's
goes
harder.
away
It's
now.
harder
That
because
goes-
Oh, okay.
after
it's
a while
like-
that went away from me. Like honestly, like I can remember getting up and you be like, you just see that fucking light and they be like three silhouettes, and the room could be small
And
as
you
this,
can't see anybody,
and you be
yeah.
Okay,
but
nothing.
after a good 9 months, and then once I got fully comfortable, because I was never nervous, because I did
Right.
music and shows on stage for years.
So you're in front of people, yeah.
So, but once that shit, like, it gets to a point I don't see the light no more. I can see everybody's fucking face.
That's crazy.
Even in the dark, I
You
can
just
see.
adjust.
I could like, but before I could remember going up like, oh, like fuck, I can't see shit. Like, damn, and that
Right.
makes you, that throws you off when you try to tell a joke.
Yeah.
And you can't look into somebody's
Yeah.
eyes and be like, nigga, you know what I mean?
Right,
That,
right, right.
'cause that makes it
So
funnier.
that
when
eye
you-
contact is what kind of
Exactly.
threw you
like
off.
just
or what?
seeing that, because I mean usually you want to look for body language, see what
Oh,
see
alright,
what is moving
alright,
the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
Because if you got a joke that you started off with and it's not really hitting nowhere, you want to try to like make
Switch it up.
make a smooth transition into another joke, like break it off into something else and start stabbing off into
Yeah.
something else.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
It's like
See if you
switching
can
the
bring them back.
subject,
Right.
Yeah.
But doing it like still using what you was doing, but
Y'all gotta make
Somehow,
y'all.
so yeah, this shit.
Y'all gotta make y'all a script for that black
And-
room shit. For
and
real.
it's different kind of comedians. You know what I'm saying? It's different kinds. It's comedians that can do stand up. There's comedians that can do improv. There's comedians that do that's funny at just doing skits. You know what I'm saying? But like all these comedians just keep trying to do like all the same thing, and you know it's only a few that can really do all three.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And really do it. Like Dave Chappelle, he do
Right.
skits, he do stand-ups, he do all this other stuff that's so versatile. Like he's done improv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what makes you like a really, really good comedian, is being able to like
Be able
do
to
all
those
three.
things.
and then
Yeah.
once you've been going so
He's
long,
also
and
kinda
people wait
naturally
to hear
funny,
you talk and
though,
they
too.
laugh.
Yeah, I was about to say,
They
they just
just
want to hear
naturally
you.
funny.
Wanna
They
hear
already
you.
like
Because,
how like
yeah.
we could have a
waiting, so that helps
conversation
a lot.
with him, and
It
he'd
don't
be
even have
like,
to be as funny.
he'd be
You know
like,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like, yeah.
"Damn, nigga, what
That's
the
why
fuck you?"
if you look at Dave's last 3 specials, the one he put out like
It was
on
effortless,
Instagram,
bro. It was like effortless
it was
for
an
him. You know what I
Instagram
mean?
one,
Like,
like
yeah.
a YouTube one, and like 2 Netflix ones.
And he
so
did
like,
it
it was like 4
like it was
specials in the last
nothing.
like 3
and
years.
everybody's fucking
And he's just
died,
sitting there
bro.
with his cigarette and a
Yeah,
jumpsuit,
talking shit.
and a flight suit and shit.
But
like,
imagine how many
Talking
open
about
mics
the
he
news
did
damn
that.
near.
I think
he
Martin
did
is like
he's
that
talking,
too.
he's talking
To
about
make
the
sure they
news
all
though.
land.
Like at the
Martin
time
is
when
like
he
that
was
too.
like-
Martin is naturally funny.
Yeah.
Because I've heard.
just-
Nah,
But then
like,
it was
I've
one
heard
when
of
he came
Chappelle
back that
pulling up
wasn't
in
that
places
funny,
and doing like
Yes.
It was one
2
of them
hours
ones
at
where
an
it-
open mic.
It was one like it was like
Yeah.
Chris Tucker when he came back. Like his
Chris
shit was
Tucker
kind
was
of
good,
his
cool
shit
at
was
the
kind of
beginning,
forced though.
but yeah,
His
in the
last one he
beginning,
did,
but
like
yeah.
I watched it
I
and it
think
was
Mike
like
Epps is naturally funny too.
Yeah, a
his
lot of people
joke,
didn't
not
like
not
him,
not
though,
all
like
his
older
jokes.
people.
Yeah, I
But
think
he's
some
a
people don't like
funny
all his jokes,
person,
but
like-
when you just watch
He could
him,
just-
when
yeah, he
you
could
talking
just
to
get
him,
it
he gonna
off.
say some shit that's like, this
That's
is
funny.
stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. I think it's a few people.
All right, who is it? Who is y'all? Our guest of the day right here. We're gonna start with y'all. Who is y'all favorite like comedian? Let's start with stand up because we're gonna go through all 3 that you just said, right? So as far as stand up comedy, top 3.
Top 3, I can tell you all 3. It's Dave Chappelle on all 3. Like I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan,
No.
bro.
You
All
said
right.
fuck
So
everything.
who else is in the category? He can't be the only one.
No, Chris Tucker's up there. Damn, I want to put some like Bernie Mac definitely up there.
Okay, I'll take them 3.
Okay,
I'll take
that's
them
a
3.
good
Maul.
But overall, I'm a Dave Chappelle is the king
He's
of
the
comedy,
top,
bro. I'm
okay.
sorry, like that's the
All right.
man.
Maul,
For
what
me,
you think?
I started watching more comedy like in the '90s, and Bernie Mac was a good one for me. I don't give a fuck what it is. Martin, whether it's stand up or a TV show, he's funny.
Now,
for
Martin
me.
TV show's a whole nother game.
You
Hey,
feel
his
what I'm
stand up
saying?
is funny. His
Yeah.
stand up,
Yeah.
Run Tell That.
Run
Run Till That was hilarious.
Crazy. You said the first one.
For the next one, it's really because I might have to go with somebody present or because it's a really a wide range. Because I think Eddie Murphy, some of his shit is fun. Eddie Murphy was funny too. Cat Williams was funny. I think Kevin Hart is funny as well. You know what I mean? In a certain aspect, it might be a little Hollywood.
He's a funny person.
He
bro.
might
I think
be
he's
a
more
little
of a funny person, you know what I mean? Like,
But
he's
for
one
the
of those
third
people-
one,
He trying to narrow it down between all them that he just
I'm gonna go
said.
Eddie Murphy
Right.
because when
Eddie
I
Murphy.
watch Life and I see Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy,
Yeah, bro, that's
Bernie
a great
Mac,
fucking
and that
movie.
shit just
So
be
them is your three right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, Martin,
Hey,
Eddie
Life-
Murphy,
Life
and
is-
Bernie
Yeah, you
Mac.
can
Hey,
say that because
I'm
Life is
upset.
fucking
Life is
hilarious. I be
fucking-
laughing on
Life
that.
is
I am
one of the
upset.
best
I could have
comedic
missed some
movies,
people
bro.
though, but shit.
Nah, Bernie's
I'm
in that-
upset.
what?
Y'all didn't miss. Y'all missed the original king of comedy,
Who?
Richard Pryor.
I was thinking about Richard Pryor,
But he wasn't really
Yeah.
in
You
our
know, but-
generation. We
yeah,
came
yeah,
after
yeah.
Richard
In the
Pryor.
90s,
I was
like,
born in
hey,
'89.
But still though,
89, so 90s.
everybody grew up, and at some point, if you heard comedy, you heard
Cedric
something
and the
that
Giant
he's
funny,
done.
too.
You think
Yeah.
about it, all the
was
comedians
like the
that
generation
they
before,
naming
kinda.
had Richard Pryor influence.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
That's true.
So
That's true.
he's definitely gonna
That's
be.
why I went with Eddie. You know what I mean?
That-
Because I watched some of Eddie old shit still to this day, and he be like, "This nigga Eddie kind of funny, bro."
He's funny as fuck.
Dave Chappelle funny though too.
And Martin,
Dave Chappelle's funny.
what was it? Martin Lawrence in Blue Street. That was a funny ass movie. Fucking Life.
I think Martin funny
Yeah,
just in
movie.
general. Even when he was
The whole
hosting
Martin
like
fucking
Def Comedy
series.
Jam, you
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Like him just as a character,
Chris
he'd
Tucker,
see
too.
somebody
I
and
think
say,
people play down Chris Tucker, bro. Chris Tucker.
Some people-
Because he veered off though.
to the movie.
Some
But
people
not
are
even
funny.
that. He just veered off, and it wasn't. He tried to like take. He tried to change his, which is nothing
What's
wrong
up,
with.
man?
He tried to change what the same like we said about Dave. What people come to see, they
the
and he
honesty
changed, and it was like that's what we know you of.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why I think a lot of people just. And then his new stand-up special really.
It's not. Yeah,
I
it's
tried.
not
It
as
was
good,
like,
nah.
and it was just like whatever.
Yeah.
"I ain't too hard, but I'm hard." You know what I'm saying?
He said I'm
Okay,
straight.
just-
So y'all
My
voted.
number
They both
two-
said they favorite. Oh.
My number two
oh.
will be my dad. Like there are stories about my dad going up to Eddie Murphy and telling him I'm funnier than you.
What?
Yeah, like I've been
Your
hearing
dad
it.
try to do comedy or what?
No, he was just generally a
funny
like a
person.
funny and intelligent
that's-
person.
right.
So
That's
like
two. How many? Wait, who was the first one?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, my dad, and then yeah, I'm gonna go with
Robin Harris, look. Over there.
nah, hell nah, man. Nah, I'm gonna go with Mike Mack, man, and say definitely Dave Chappelle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
gotta
Dave
be up
Chappelle
there
fan
somewhere.
too. Yeah.
Shit.
He's definitely up there.
I'll say mine is like Dave, Patrice O'Neal.
That's a good comedy.
I want to say Cat Williams because it's like that.
Me
nigga's
too.
always
Cat
like-
Williams, yeah.
But like I'll say I gotta
more
have.
of a
I'm gonna
businessman.
have to say it's a
Who,
tie.
Cat
3.
Williams?
It's a tie for Greg Giraldo. Greg Giraldo and Cat Williams are like, and that's it. Like those are like even
Damn, bro.
like and Greg Giraldo. I don't know if y'all remember him. He was like. I don't know
I
if
only
he was
seen one
Italian
stand
or.
up. I forgot which.
But he passed away. Like, I think I'm not sure if he OD'd, but he passed away kind of middle aged, not old.
I was watching
But he
a
was
podcast
that nigga was
about
funny as
that.
fuck. He was funny as fuck, dude. Like that nigga. I remember as a kid watching him on Comedy
It
Central.
was with dude.
Like,
That,
I used to
what's
fuck
it?
with
What's it?
Comedy
He takes
Central.
off. He took off his shirt in his first little Netflix.
I think
series.
so.
It was, that,
No,
it was
no,
one of
that's-
his podcasts. It was one
No,
talking
Bert. You talking about Bert.
Yeah, yeah.
Bert
He was
Kaiser,
talking
yeah.
about. He was talking about.
Yeah,
the same
Greg,
thing, yeah.
Greg to me is tied with Greg and Cat Williams and Patrice O'Neal because they both Patrice and Greg are going and they like were all in that same class of like.
Oh, okay.
Like just dope ass comedians that really spoke on either real shit or just made sense of real shit. Same
Right.
thing like Cat and because Cat, you look
no,
at Cat
he had
Williams.
he had his time.
Cat Williams,
he had a
like,
good like what,
damn.
2-3 years where it
Even
was
when
just
it was,
Cat.
and even the shit he was saying, how he was like, how they went in on the point he made, like they called Dave Chappelle a crackhead,
Right.
Just because he went to Africa.
Right.
Well, they paid Charlie Sheen $1 million a show, and he's smoking boulders on
Right.
camera,
Yeah.
like, nobody gives a fuck. And he was like, this nigga banging out 7-gram rocks,
He
like
fuck- yeah.
on
That's the reason
camera.
why they
That's
fuck-
crazy.
that's the reason why
Yeah,
they
he
fucking
was-
with Cat right now.
And he was like, they gave this nigga $1 million a city. Like
Yeah,
he got $1
was
million
poking- but he
a
was
city, and he's
poking
not even a
around, bro.
stand up.
But I
He
feel like,
wasn't even a
you really
comic.
get blackballed saying shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
It's
got
that
to the
easy.
point to where he didn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. But it's easy to just like run a comic out, no problem.
Just like
I
fuck.
definitely understand his feelings though, because as a comic, y'all get to say y'all point of view on how y'all
You
feel.
should be able to say what the fuck you want.
And he definitely should be allowed to say that. But then when you got people holding the gates, you feel me, that you working with.
That you supposed to, they got
Shit.
the endorsement
You need
deals.
them.
No,
Yeah.
it's just
They
like
don't
You don't
anything else.
necessarily need them, but you do need them.
And if
I
people,
really hard to
what
say
they
that.
do is
That's a big
pressure.
part.
They pressure other people to
That's
not
it.
fuck with you
Right.
that you might have to work.
Kevin Hart
They
definitely
gonna be like, that's what they did to the baby.
Square Garden.
Hey,
and shit.
no,
Like the
it's-
baby didn't give a fuck, but they start pressing the other companies
People, and now
that
nobody
to where
wants
the
to
companies
work,
is like, well, we fuck with this big ass
So I
with the
can't lose it
LGB,
over
so
you.
we
Yeah.
got to get rid of you. That's all it is. That's the same thing in hip hop. Anything, sports. You go against the grain. Look at Kaepernick. Same shit. Went against the grain and everybody.
Unhireable.
Yeah, but all the other people
but
around
you would
him
say
that even
LA. You
sided
would
with
say
him.
LA is like, like if you want to be a comic.
Yeah,
come to
because
LA.
most everybody the people that
New
be out
York,
working,
New
they
York
be like
ain't-
they be from DC.
Yeah.
And they be from Philly, they be from Texas, they be from Chicago. But of course, you got to travel, and everybody usually goes to New York,
Just
but
to
it's
get a
LA.
fan base up,
But
right.
everybody is usually out here. And
Coming
it'd be
to,
like,
like,
it'd be
career-wise
like,
coming
they be
to,
from
like-
Atlanta, DC.
At the
It'd
Laugh
be a lot of
Yeah.
down there in
DC
Long
ladies.
Beach at the Laugh.
No, yeah, I've never even been to that one.
The
actually.
Laugh Factory. Right
Yeah,
there?
because see, the Laugh Factory for comics, I think for aspiring
I know
comics,
Pookie.
that's
You don't
not
wanna
a,
go there, or
that's
what?
not a, it's not a.
I know the guy
it's,
that be
I
up
don't-
in
it's
there
not
that
a
work with Kevin Hart.
comedian
What's
friendly
like
spot.
what's like a top 3 that you would hit?
Well,
like,
I mean,
if you want to?
it's literally there's so many small ones.
Right.
But if you're trying to just go off the names, the Comedy Store does like
The Comedy
have the
Store?
open mics but you like the potlucks. You hopefully they call your
Right.
name. The Kill Tony shits and the Improv has like open mics. But usually the Laugh Factory, I don't like. You have to stand outside for hours to get on a list, and then they call you like 8 months,
what?
like 8 months later or a
What
year
the
later.
fuck?
Like Demetrius D said
So
that
even
shit.
if you have something booked, you just got to drop it.
Yeah, he was like, they booked him like literally a year in advance. Like, they're like, yeah, you performed something, and then COVID happened and he didn't get to perform because it was lockdown that whole
fucked
year.
up.
But he was booked in 2019.
Right.
I remember him showing me the email, like, nigga, I got booked for it. I'm like, nigga, that's weird. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
that much. Like 8 months, bro. That's a
Yeah,
long
not even
time.
just like going at least a
That's real.
year.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a-
and
that's
then
a
you
lot.
still don't get to do it because COVID
Right.
is a full lockdown. So.
Big Rona.
Unfortunately, that's yeah. I booked a show like 2 months ago. I don't forgot about it until
Man,
recently.
That's how they send you the flyer and shit.
No, I'm asking for the flyer. Like, yo, nigga, what's up, man? Y'all done forgot like what's happening.
You see how quick I send mine out? I'll be like, send me a picture, nigga, and I just make it. Like, here you go. Like, cause that shit, I forget. People still hit me up the other day and sent me a flyer for some shit I got September 10th. Like, I got some shit on September 10th. Turk
Bruh,
Market,
that's like a month
September
away.
12th, like September 12th.
That's my baby birthday, September 10th.
Man, no, he passed it to me.
Oh,
There's too many going around now.
right.
Like, so, but it's the weed Olympics, man. But that's a Cat Williams joke. That's what I mean too. When
See?
you can refer some people, that's
Something
what
to weed,
that's
like,
what
to a
Corey
person
Holcomb
and
said.
shit.
That's what Corey Holcomb said about Monique when Monique started like tripping on Netflix.
Corey Holcomb
And he was
is
like,
funny
he
as
said
fuck.
some shit. He's like funny, but he said the shit he said was like Monique. Like what he was on the Breakfast Club and they were like, yeah, you don't back Monique and this and that. He was like, what's your favorite Monique joke? And everybody got like quiet as fuck. Charlamagne, all them niggas got quiet as fuck. He was like, exactly. He was like, everybody got a favorite Dave Chappelle joke. I could like say some shit. He's like, Cat Williams pimped down.
Right,
And
right,
everybody
yeah.
I can say you mother sucker. Like literally,
black
these,
man.
And you know what I'm referring
and he
to.
goes, no, he goes, what's Monique's? And like everybody just got quiet. And I was like, it's not to hate on her legacy or nothing, but it is like
truth.
she put her work in as a great like what it is, but
Actress or
and everything. But it's,
Yeah.
if
She
people
don't have
can't,
no glory
if people
moment.
can't go to that to like a moment of, and it's a lot of people. Cat Williams got multiples. Dave Chappelle got an infinite amount of.
You think about Half Baked,
Yeah,
shit like
just
that. There's
like-
plenty of
Bro,
quotes
Even
you
not,
can
not,
come
Chappelle
up
just,
with.
show.
not even just
Yeah.
movie,
Just
not
the
just
Chappelle
movie
show,
quotes,
like,
but
yeah.
just and not the shit. But I'm talking about on stage.
Right.
Michael Blackson, like it's a lot of fucking Mike Epps, like he has like what is chicken wing,
the
and
nickel
fucking
bag.
chicken wing.
then-
She looking at my balls,
She
Ricky.
looked at my
And-
balls, Ricky. Like it's
Is them
literally-
orthopedic
bro,
shoes with
I
fat
ain't-
laces?
I ain't-
But that's what
nickel
I mean.
bags
And
out
that's
the
what I
window.
mean about
He was
Richard
selling
Pryor
the nickel
too.
bags out the window.
And that's what I mean about Richard Pryor too, because everybody know him not only for like setting himself on fire from freebasing and shit or whatever the fuck.
But
But
just,
I
he
mean,
was cursing up a storm. He was just
always.
he made his.
It's just the
He also
generation.
Bernie
with the,
Mac,
he also fuck
even-
with the pimps.
Just like what I said, the joke what I said
Bernie
with the
Mac,
heckler,
look, I ain't
it was
scared of
that
you
was from
motherfuckers. I ain't
that
scared of
was
you,
from Richard
motherfucker.
Pryor.
Yeah,
Richard
pussy
Pryor
motherfucker.
was the
But
first
that
one
was
to say,
confidence.
have a coke
That
and
was
smile and shut
confidence.
the fuck up. That
Absolutely.
was Richard Pryor
No,
shit.
Bernie Mac whole
but like you
thing
said,
was
Bernie Mac,
motherfucker.
I ain't scared of you,
So
motherfucker.
the-
That's
even
confidence.
Even
You
the way
coming?
he
Son of
said,
a bitch.
even the way he would say certain shit,
yeah.
he just you could just say motherfucker, and niggas be like that's. So it's certain people that have that when you can achieve that to where niggas just know you from a phrase
you
or
kinda-
they
you
know
kinda
your whole
there, yeah.
catalog from a word or like
They can repeat
it
your
just,
shit, yeah.
that's and Dave Cat. A lot of these niggas got that. It's just certain people after I don't know. Certain people never reach that. Like
That's fucked
Hey,
up.
my
it's
first,
the
the
truth.
first
You
time,
gotta be famous to get back up.
the first time I heard about
he
Bernie
right,
Mac
he
or
right.
seen anything from Bernie Mac was that one movie he played as a cop, and he pulled that one dude over. He was like, "I hate my gun because it's black."
I hate
Don't be a minute to South
Like-
Central about drinking your juice in the
Nigga
hood.
said I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
I hate my gums because they black.
I hate the black keys on the piano.
I seen that one too, but
I
one of
hate
my
black
first
pepper.
and best impressions of Bernie Mac was when he did Kings of Comedy, and that's when I realized he pleaded for America to give him that show during the Kings of
Because
Comedy.
it was like they was hating on him. He was the
feel what I'm
only
saying?
nigga that didn't
And
have a
he-
show at that
All of
time.
them was on the show.
yeah,
They
yeah,
said-
yeah.
Cedric was on Steve
Yeah.
Harvey's
Steve
show,
Harvey
and he
show.
had the variety
Right,
show.
yeah.
Right.
That came a little later.
And he was putting on with
That
BJ
That was after
Smooth.
Kings of
came-
Comedy?
That was
booming,
about
bro,
like
like-
six, about maybe 5, 6 years later. That was a little
DL
while
had
later.
the
After
hugely
he
show,
left,
but I
because
didn't
he-
like DL like that though. But
But DL had to
Bernie was funny.
DL
Bernie
had
was
to me.
Bernie,
DL had the
Cedric.
funniest set. And I went to the. I was in the theater on the floor, but on Bernie's. To me, my favorite set was DL's, but Bernie killed the show. So it's
Yes,
like you
he
can
did.
have
Yes, he
have
did.
like your favorite and still be truthful about who you think did better. But as a
you
teen,
did.
as a 17-year-old in the theater watching that with the homie, I was holding my stomach the whole. Bernie killed the entire shit,
Yeah,
but
he
my
did.
favorite DL that's out of all 4 sets, they all did their thing. And I don't
Cedric
know,
was funny,
but
though, too.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
Cedric.
Said the whole park and shit, but get
Lily
little
be
Lily and them, get little Ruggy. The whole. That's what I'm saying. Niggas had jokes.
What the hell is this going over here?
Yeah. So it's all of that. It goes to the point of just nigga DL had his shit. Reach around and wrench it off. Nigga,
Reach around and wrench it off. That shit
I
was funny
in
as
the
fuck.
theater, nigga, in tears.
Yeah,
on
that
it.
was comedy.
But that
Right.
was his set out of the whole movie was my favorite set. But Bernie just his shit was just it was polished. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
definitely
mean?
was.
Like,
Right,
it
he
was
did
just
that.
that was the he killed that shit. Like so
Right,
it's
right.
just like you can it's
You know,
comedy is
him
crazy.
down.
Like,
I never named my top 3.
oh yeah.
I just thought about this, and there was somebody that we left out that I think is a great comedian that nobody named, nobody even spoke about.
Who?
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I fuck with Eddie Griffin heavy.
Stand up
Yeah.
wise too.
I don't know. How
I
he
used to
did,
sit there with my
yeah.
grandma,
Freedom-
bro, and watch all the stand-ups
That's where
that
it
this
started.
Freedom
nigga
of
did.
Truth was my favorite stand-up he did.
That's
Mine
the
was
cold part. I don't
Voodoo
even-
Child.
Oh,
My favorite one that he did was Voodoo
And he'll
Child.
teach
Eddie
you and
Griffin.
break down some shit for you
Yeah.
too while talking.
That's the
some
crazy
shit.
part. I totally fuck with Eddie, but I don't like his stand. I know them, but I don't know the names. I like that's weird. I grew up watching them and watching those stand, but I just don't.
Malcolm and
I don't
Eddie.
know,
Niggas think about Malcolm
even
and Eddie,
before.
but
Fucking Jason's
think of-
lyric.
Undercover
He
Brother.
He was funny as
he
fucking
fucking
Jason
He
Lyric.
was. He was.
Fucking foolish. Nigga,
All that.
foolish. Like
I am
but-
foolish. What you
so
mean,
it's
man?
call
You
me
think
a
about
fool,
all the different
but you
roles
can't
he's
fool
played.
me.
Hold on.
Undercover Brother.
Eddie Griffin was in The New Guy. Y'all remember
I
that?
just watched that like
He
earlier
was
this year. I was dying. I
Dizzy
ain't seen that shit so
Gillespie.
long.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Yeah,
Gil
Dizzy
Harris.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Hey, that movie was
He
fucking
turned him into
cold,
Gil
bro.
Harris. He had him all up in the jail.
With the whip, with the whip as a sound.
Doing the
They
eye.
had Kumo D as one of the prison guards. Niggas
Oh
didn't
yeah, I
know.
remember that.
Right.
Definitely.
Man, that was a funny ass movie, dude.
He did the Undercover Brother as well, but
Yep.
I was
That
just
one
thinking about
that was
something
fun.
we had to. It was something I was. Something that we should have reviewed.
But he starred in
Damn.
Undercover Brother. So
Oh,
you think
I
about
totally
that.
forgot about
It's
that.
a lot of movies that
Classic,
he
nigga.
didn't really star in. He just popped up.
Yeah.
And you know, but
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow.
a lot of Adam Sandler shit.
he was
One
fucking-
and two.
fucking Deuce Bigelow.
Rob Schneider, all that. He's been in a lot of their movies.
Yeah.
You think it's a couple of them?
He did his thing, bro.
I mean, there was other
said
movies he
that's-
was in where it wasn't even like really about comedy. He was like on some
just
serious
regular
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was in fucking Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Hey, do you
He
consider
was a nigga. He was a homeless nigga walking the dog, and then like the little broke off shard of the asteroid hit him or hit the dog and killed this big Samoan
I
nigga.
just went, bro. I just had a high moment.
Me too. I'm like, man, we have it. That's
Nah,
what
Adam Sandler. Do you consider him able to do like good stand up?
Yeah, because I and
He has
Junior,
just like
jokes.
a movie. Like,
I bought an
you know what
Adam
I'm saying?
Sandler comedy
'Cause he's
album when I
funny,
was in
you know what I
junior
mean?
high,
But-
nigga. I had
But I
Adam
just wanna
Sandler.
know,
I
like,
can't
he
watch
had
too
some
many
funny-
of his movies no more, but Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore I still
Hey,
fuck with.
even
I fuck
Ray-
with Happy.
Hey,
When it was
I can
real,
fuck
you
with
know
some
what I
Happy
mean?
Gilmore.
Billy Madison
When he
was
didn't give
that
a
shit
fuck.
was
Yeah, that's what I'm
hilarious.
saying. That shit
But
was
even
funny.
Rain on Me, Rain Over Me, Rain Over Me. It's
Pause.
like that shit. No, that shit is like. Hey, that movie
I
is
thought
like,
the nigga was singing
that's what-
Ashanti shit.
That's what him and what's his name? Fucking Jada Pinkett, fucking and not Eddie, fucking dude Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
And he was like on
Don
that
Cheadle
shit.
funny as fuck
He
too,
funny
but he
as
play a
fuck,
gang
too.
of serious
Yeah,
roles.
yeah, 'cause
So
he a
I'm
real
like,
nigga. He can just play real niggas.
so do you label him as a
That's why.
comedian too? Can we put him up there?
I mean, that's like having to label Vince Vaughn as a comedian.
Jamie Foxx like that
Yeah.
though. Jamie Foxx is a
And he's not
comedian.
funny
Fox
to
is
me.
funny as fuck, but
He's funny when it comes to like
Jamie
certain
Foxx's
roles.
name ain't
He
even
can
Jamie
play a
Foxx.
psych-
he can play a
I
psycho.
don't trust
Like
this
he
nigga,
can play
bro.
like an asshole.
Yo,
You know
this
what I mean?
nigga stole somebody's name
But
at
Jamie
an
Foxx,
audition.
He's funny, but he do a good job doing like serious acting roles. Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx
yeah.
and
you know
being
he's
funny at the same
I
time.
Might Need Security. Nigga, I Might Need Security is one of the greatest fucking stand-up specials ever. That shit is fucking funny. That shit dropped in what, like 98? I
Yeah,
remember
but-
nigga, that's where he do the whole mic where he was
What's
talking
funny
about he was talking about the
Why this
OJ
nigga don't
shit.
use his real name though?
Because
bro?
he said in Texas at the open mics, they would call up women. They wouldn't. He said it was hard to get on stage if you were a dude. Like with your
What?
name, what is his name? Michael King or something? Or not Michael.
It was like
Tyler.
you knew it was gonna be a man.
But
bro.
he said they would like literally call maybe one out of like a certain amount of men's names.
Right.
So he said he saw like how all they would just call all the women's names. So he changed it one night and just put Jamie
And
Foxx.
he just ran with
and
it.
he said they called it. He said
Yeah.
he had been at every open mic for like a month and they had never called him under his
fuck.
regular name.
That's
but
crazy, man.
he changed it one night and they
That's
called him
fucking
up.
crazy.
And he said when he got up there, he was like, yeah, nigga, and, and killed it and just been going since under
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx. Like,
That's solid.
because it sound like a hot chick, like
Right.
Jamie Foxx. Like,
Jamie Foxx.
It's like he
Hey,
did
it worked
what he
for
had
him,
to
bro.
do.
Hey,
Yeah,
Like,
it
shit,
worked.
if it worked, yeah.
he was like, but that's
Yeah.
Can't get
certain
mad
what
at
it
it.
is like.
You
If
can't
you
get
know,
mad at
like,
it.
nigga,
So would y'all do acting comedy? Like
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
I
saying?
would.
Have
I
y'all
would.
thought about getting into that?
I would.
Nigga, somebody gave
I'd
me a
have.
role to
Yeah.
play.
I have.
Like be an extra
Yeah.
real quick,
You
like
was a teacher.
No, I have. Yeah, I was a
you
teacher.
was.
my nigga AJ.
Manny Pacquiao.
Remember House Party?
Just like that motherfucker.
No, and then I also did another video. I did another video before that, but it hasn't dropped. Where I was like a boss, like a manager and shit, with that same wig. But like, I
that should
was
be just a
whole
recurring
suit.
character.
Yeah,
nigga.
bro, you
No,
killed
yeah.
that
This is
shit.
that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta
should do that
trademark
shit.
the wig, bro. You gotta trademark
Do that
that
shit
wig.
on
Oh, you talking about the
IG?
innovative
Yeah.
coach?
Do that
and
shit on
shit?
your reels.
I didn't
I
even know
about
that
that
was you
shit.
at first.
Yeah,
No
me
lie.
neither.
I didn't even know that.
that was
watched
you at
it.
first.
I had watched it like 2 or 3 times, and then I seen like I came here and they was watching, and I was like, nigga, that's nigga, he was getting hit with the shit. I was like, nigga.
Everybody was throwing paper airplanes.
That nigga had a perm.
Hey, that was
He did.
fresh.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Yeah, I
Nah,
gotta
nah,
find that.
You should,
I
hey,
gotta
you should
find
make
it. I
that a
gotta go look
character,
for
bro.
that.
You should put out some shit like that. I'm telling you.
I was thinking about it.
You gotta put on that
Innovative.
same shirt, everything.
Y'all should do that one time up on the show. Come
Yeah,
through as some
innovating the
characters
homies.
and then just
We'll
get
have
up here and
you
just
writing
flow.
standards on the board over there,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
getting some shit ready for the student that's about to come in.
And just do a skit, bro.
You can move the
Yeah,
couch,
kill it.
put some chairs right
Yeah.
there, like you can just have people sitting, just shooting.
Hold on, man. We giving the game up.
Yeah,
Stop.
man.
Stop.
You know, we,
I'm talking to
we
you.
gotta write it out.
you know
we
how
gotta
we
write
do.
it out.
We got to thinking, talking about our
All
process.
right, look, check this out.
See what happened?
Hey, we got an hour anyway.
Damn, that was a good hour though.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, let's go with our guests. Start with our guests. Y'all let everybody know where they can find y'all at.
I'm Mike Mack. Mike 2 underscores Mac MAK. And I have a page called Weird Random Buys that has a bunch of art shit. Check it out.
Art shit.
Oh, shit.
Nah, but tell them what else you do.
I'm inspiring tattoo artist, and I do a lot of just like paint, artwork, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And where can they find you at again?
At Weird Random Buys.
Dope name.
Spell it
That's
out.
I'm not gonna spell all that, bro.
He was like, I was high before I got here,
Weird.
nigga.
Right.
Random buys with
All
S.
how it's supposed to be spelled.
Exactly, correctly, like
No
the
weird
English language.
shit.
No.
No
It's
street, no
weird,
street
but it ain't no
language.
weird spelling.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
That's
All
right.
right, what's up?
Most def. It's Mon ProHustle. Y'all get at me on Instagram at Mon. My bad if I was cutting you off.
Nah, when I said what's up, that was your cue.
I got you.
Cause I make eye contact with you, you know, you was ready.
Mon _ProHustle. You feel what I'm saying? Follow ProHustle Zone on Instagram. Type in all that. Website up. Everything. You feel me? Got jerseys, clothes, all of that. You feel me? Sportswear. Tap in with me. Hard than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Per use, as you're supposed to be. Anyways, as always, I am your favorite light-skinned comedian. Shut up, man.
You said this shit last week.
I know. I
You
said
said
it
this
every
shit.
time. Fucking book.
We called you out on it finally because he said the funniest light skinned nigga on the. I was like, hold on, bro.
It's like 3 other white
Yeah. There's a couple of us at the table. We might have to, you know.
Hey, we got, like I said,
We
let's
have
do
a
the
versus.
comedy. Yeah, let's do
Hey,
the
yeah,
comedy
y'all should do
versus.
some shit, bro.
I'm with it.
That should be cool.
I'm
Like,
with it.
have-
I can
have
get
All right.
y'all
something
two go
together.
at it.
I'm
D,
with that.
tell them
I'm
everywhere where
calling
they
you
can
out,
find.
man.
D. Tell them everywhere they can find you at. D.
Anyway, yeah, you can find me. I'm Googleable and I'm findable everywhere. At Phoolish Dee, spelled with a PH and an underscore in the middle, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
Google the boo.
It's Tony Grams.
Inventing shit.
Find me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And shit, we got the car show in Santa Fe Springs this Sunday. That's
right.
the 22nd.
10 to 4.
And then, you know, coming up in September, got a gang of shit, Turk Market.
Tell
on
them it's in the morning,
September.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
You want to come out
I
Sunday,
believe
it's
the
10 to 4. 10
Comedy
in the
portion
morning.
is supposed to be what, like 12 or something? Like, so get there like
12
11.
o'clock, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Get there
I'm
like
there.
11.
That's
And then
I'm
I'll be there
We'll probably
too.
smoke
And
some.
also
Everybody at the
secondhand
table working.
Sundays. I
Yeah,
forgot
D.
about
I know
that.
it's a
My
car
boy
show.
Stink, my boy Sting, D,
D,
my boy
Dirty
Demetrius, yeah, like we all gonna be
Yeah.
out there and
Big
Yeah.
Mon.
knock it down, Mon. Everybody gonna be out there.
Mon
Yeah,
Pro
we-
Hustle gonna be over there at the merch booth.
Romy Reels,
Innovative
yes.
culture will
Holla at
be
my
in
boy.
the building, in the parking lot.
Coolazzcam.
We'll be all in that motherfucker.
Definitely.
And then
We
that's
outside.
Yeah, that's it. We
Yeah.
outside.
And I'll be
nigga.
also be at Secondhand Sundays right after.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
hold on. What did you say?
Sucking hand.
That's what I heard.
Secondhand.
Sucking
That's
hand.
what I heard.
Secondhand.
It's
Secondhand
the
Sundays.
Turf Market Secondhand Sunday.
Fuck.
On
there we
August
go.
Secondhand
22nd for my boy
Pause.
D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
thank
be
you.
there on September 12th.
Yeah.
But he'll be there
Back to back on y'all.
this August 22nd.
Back to back.
This Sunday. So the homeboy Mike, when is Mike supposed to be there? I think that's this Sunday. I don't know.
Probably it was Sunday.
Yeah, one of them. So we'll see. We gonna have it going up and a bunch of other shows. We'll keep you posted. I don't
coming.
know.
It's coming.
We'll see if we still like with the flapper shit. I don't know how we working that because they doing some whole like different dynamic shit. So we'll see what's up. So
Y'all
that's
do a
it.
roasting session, let me know. I want to get up in there.
You
I
don't
got
know
some
parts of
shots
that.
I want to get.
Ooh,
On.
you hear me asking, what the fuck I do? Keep knocking on the door, nigga?
Yeah. Definitely, that was childhood for us. You know, we was some mean ass little kids.
Yeah.
We was out
I'm
there.
not stopping.
But we in the group with each other, so it's like, all right, fuck it. And then somebody random come around, everybody gonna get on them.
Yeah,
It's on now.
Fresh
It's
meat,
fun.
nigga. It's like new meat.
But definitely, I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and I have enjoyed this hour and 4 minutes of laughing and talking shit with
this
my
shit was
friends.
this shit was
Yes,
great.
sir.
This
I'm
is
about to
very
rip deep for that shit.
pause.
Sucking hand.
Oh, yeah.
Come with it. Come with it.
Hey, oh yeah. In the words of that Rodney, this is hey, I'm not done yet. This nigga to put the earphones down. Look, I'm still talking. Can I do my
Everybody did.
drops?
Oh, my bad.
Y'all don't want to hear my part? Y'all like, oh, we done this shit already.
Our
Shit,
startup.
I'm so sorry.
Now it's gonna be an hour and 5 minutes. You feel me?
right.
Look, so I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. You can find me at Coolazzcam. That's COOLAZZCAM. You can follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture on Instagram. Make sure you tap in with our website at www.theinnovativeculture.com. We have these very nice, fashionable snapbacks that are
grab your
available
hat.
right now.
Yes, sir.
You go ahead and get you one of these. And we got some more
And
coming soon.
the truck one.
I'm over here hollering at my.
I've been on his
my-
head for the trucker hats, bro.
hollering at my partner, Mon ProHustle over here, and we definitely about to go do a merch run.
Some more hats, definitely.
So we about to make this happen. But if you guys have any custom orders you would like, you can definitely tap in with me for those, and we can make those happen too.
Big merch.
So everything, we gonna make everything happen because this is 2021. This is innovative culture, and this is some new shit that we bringing, and we innovating everything that we motherfucking doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye, guys.
Hey, my bad, bro. I took my shit off. I
took my shit off before you did.
I was like, fuck.
Innovative.